Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Winnell Wilma. I'm glad to have you here. I am the founder of Blended and Flourishing. It is an organization that help to bring restoration to step families. I am also a restoration coach, and I also work with Stepmom. I help them to navigate stepmotherhood with purpose, to rediscover their identity, and to keep their sanity, okay? Because it's hard out here. And today I am in front of you for daily manna. I believe this is day 3. So let me know if you have seen 1 and 2. And in the comments of this one, let me know what's your takeaway from this one, what stood out to you, and what did you take away from the other 3 that I did. And so today's daily manna is become okay with being set apart. And this came about yesterday. I was actually talking to a good friend of mine, and she was explaining some stuff she was going through. And as she was talking, the word set apart came to mind. And then last night, just in my alone time with God, I got led to First Samuel chapter 9, verse 23 to 24, which is what we're going to talk about today, which is one of the things that just stood out to me. That particular scriptures stood out to me in First Samuel when I first read it, and it just stuck with me. And so I want to encourage you today, all right? If you're in a space where you've been focusing on growing, and you're growing spiritually and physically, right? I want for you to remember that there are things that God has for you, and in order for you to receive it, you have to be set apart. You have to be set apart for you to receive the things that God has for you. And so become okay with becoming set apart. Become okay with it. Don't allow the fear of missing out, right? Or the fear that people are going to think that, oh, you think that they are, that you are better than them if you turn down certain events, if you don't go to certain events. I was telling my friend how, like, I used to stick out as a sore thumb because I will go to certain event and certain spaces that I know I had no business being at. And I'm in my own little corner where I stick out because I wasn't fitting in those spaces. And I didn't know at that time spiritually, God had already set me apart. But I had not catch up with it yet physically. And so I was still agreeing to go to certain spaces that I was uncomfortable in. So let's get into the scripture, okay? So 1 Samuel chapter 9, we're going to read 23 to 24. It says, and I'm reading from the New King James Bible, my old faithful. The version is New King James. And it says, and Samuel said to the cook, bring the portion which I give you, for which I said to you, set it apart. So the cook took up the tithes with it up apart and set it before Saul. And Samuel said, here it is, what was kept back. It was set apart for you. Eat, for until this time it has been kept for you. Since I said I invited the people, so Saul ate with Samuel that day. So by the time, since Saul had invited the people, he kept a certain portion Samuel invited the people, and he kept a certain portion for Saul. Saul didn't even know, right? And if you read further up, before Saul even, when he first encountered Samuel, Samuel was speaking, these great things over him, and he couldn't believe it. It was like, are you sure you're talking to me? Like, I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. My tribe is the least of them all. And I'm the least out of my tribe, right? And so what if those things would have been said while he was amongst all of his people, Was he even going to be willing to go ahead with Samuel, where Samuel was taking him? Or was he going to be looking around and saying like, oh no, they're going to think that I think like I'm better than them. You can't be saying those type of stuff about me, right? He probably was just going to dismiss it. Anyway, that's me going off. But oh my God, that scripture touched me so much, especially where it said it was set apart for you. Or where it say, here it is, was kept back. It was set apart for you. That just for years now, that has stuck out to me. And then this conversation I was having with my friend, and I was just encouraging her. And I just want to encourage you, as you grow spiritually, as you improve on your walk with Christ, certain desires are going to start to change. Your palate for things will change. And some things is just going to happen naturally. It's not even going to be an intentional things. You will find that the things that you used to enjoy before, you don't enjoy it anymore. And those things are mostly things that are part of the world. You don't enjoy it anymore. You will find that you want to be in certain spaces, right? And sometimes the people around you and the people that you're connected to might not be there yet. They might not even want to be there. And so you will find yourself kind of feeling alone. And that was one of the things when I look up this word set apart, one of the, I don't know if the synonym or something is alone, right? And so on this faith walk journey, especially when you don't have people who are doing this journey with you, you may feel alone and you may be tempted to go back to the things that God is pulling you away from. And so this is my encouragement for you today. If you find yourself in this space, know that it's okay. Become okay with being set apart. Surround yourself with people who are on the similar journey with you, who can encourage you and support you. Do not allow the fear of how people are going to see you, what they think about you, to pull you back into what God is calling you out of. It's none of your business if they feel like you you're too good, you feel like you're too proud. That's them, right? You didn't tell them that. You didn't say that to them. That's them. That's their interpretation. It ain't got nothing to do with you, okay? That is today's daily manna. Have a good rest of your day. Check out the comments. I have a link in there for holiday resources if you are a stepmom and just need support this holiday, as well as our community, More Than a Stepmom. So go ahead and check it out and have a blessed rest of your day.